If you are over 60 and still fighting type 2 diabetes just by cutting out sugar, believing that's all you can do, then I need you to stop right now. If your doctor told you to just lose weight or live with it and handed you a stronger prescription while you still feel tired, blurry-eyed, and worried about your feet, then this might be the most important video you watch all year. Scientists from Kyushu University in Japan, a country with the lowest obesity rates and the highest longevity in the world, have just announced a shocking discovery, completely changing everything we thought about managing blood sugar in old age. They found the problem isn't just sugar. The problem is chronic cellular inflammation and broken insulin sensitivity. A breakthrough study that followed over 8,500 Japanese individuals over 60 for 10 years found that those who regularly ate a specific, overlooked group of foods had a 35% lower risk of developing or experiencing severe complications from type 2 diabetes compared to those following traditional Western advice. They weren't just eating less sugar, they were eating healing foods. But what's the most insane part? The number one food on this list was shown in a separate clinical trial to improve insulin sensitivity in 60% of participants after just 12 weeks. It contains a compound that acts like a biological key, unlocking the insulin receptors on your cells so they can finally absorb glucose from the blood. It's like flipping a light switch back on that's been off for years, and it's many times cheaper than expensive new medications. Stay until the end to find out what that number one food is. Before we start, let us know in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching us from? Are you struggling with high blood sugar? We read and reply to every comment, so comment right below. The Seniors Stop community is all about supporting each other. Now, let's get started. Today, we are counting down the 5 foods recommended by Japanese doctors and researchers to fight diabetes and take back control of your health. We're starting at number 5.
Item number 5. Green tea, specifically matcha. The claim. Starting our list at number 5 is something you might already have in your cabinet, but you're using it wrong. It's green tea, and more specifically, its powerhouse cousin, matcha. Most people think tea is just a relaxing morning drink, but for Japanese monks and modern scientists, it's a powerful liquid medicine for blood sugar control. If you're just drinking tea bags, you are missing 90% of the benefit. The proof. Researchers at the University of Shizuoka, the heart of Japan's tea region, have done countless studies. One massive meta-analysis found that people who drank 4 to 5 cups of green tea daily had a significantly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. But why? The answer lies in a miracle compound called EGCG. In another study, participants who consumed EGCG-rich green tea extract saw significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and a reduction in fasting blood glucose. It works almost immediately after a meal. The mechanism. The secret lies in 2 key compounds. 1. EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. This is the heavy hitter. EGCG has been shown to inhibit an enzyme in your gut called alpha-glucosidase. This enzyme is what breaks down carbs into sugar. By inhibiting it, green tea slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. It's like building a small dam after your meal to prevent a sugar flood. 2. L-theanine. This compound, unique to tea, not only keeps you calm and focused, the opposite of coffee jitters, but it helps reduce the release of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and when it's high, it tells your liver to release more sugar into the blood. By keeping you calm, green tea indirectly keeps your blood sugar more stable. The how-to. The best way to get this benefit is not weak tea bags. 1. Switch to matcha. Matcha is the powdered, whole green tea leaf. You consume the entire leaf, meaning you get 10 times the EGCG of brewed tea. 2. How to use it. Do not add sugar or milk. Aim for 1 teaspoon of quality matcha powder a day. You can whisk it traditionally with hot, not boiling water, or simply add it to a morning smoothie. 3. Timing. Have a cup of green tea or matcha 30 minutes before your biggest meal of the day. This preps your body to handle the incoming carbs. Don't just drink the tea. Consume the leaf.
Item number 4. Seaweed, wakame, and nori. The claim? Next up at number 4 is the Okinawan secret, seaweed. Most people in America only see it wrapped around sushi and think of it as edible paper. But in Japan, this is a daily staple vegetable, and it might be one of the most potent weapons against a post-meal blood sugar spike. The proof? Researchers at Hokkaido University have spent years studying this. They found that compounds in seaweed, especially brown seaweeds like wakame, have a powerful blood sugar regulating effect. In one study, participants who added a small amount of seaweed to a high-carb meal, like white rice, had a significantly lower blood glucose and insulin response compared to those who ate the same meal without the seaweed. It acts as a shield for your carbs. The mechanism. This happens because of 2 unique factors. 1. Soluble fiber alginate. Seaweed is loaded with a type of gel-like soluble fiber called alginate. When you eat it, this fiber expands in your stomach and forms a thick gel matrix. This matrix slows down gastric emptying, and more importantly, it traps sugar and fat molecules, dramatically slowing the rate at which they enter your bloodstream. It turns your meal from a fast load to a slow load. 2. Fucoxanthin. This compound, which gives brown seaweed its color, has been shown in animal studies to improve glucose metabolism. It appears to stimulate a protein called GLUT4, which is the transporter that moves glucose out of the blood and into your muscle cells for energy. It helps clear the sugar from your blood faster. The how-to. How do you eat more seaweed without eating sushi every day? 1. Miso soup with wakame. The easiest way. Just buy dried wakame. It rehydrates in minutes. Add a pinch to your miso soup, chicken soup, or even a stew. It's almost 0 calories. 2. Seaweed salad goma wakame. Most grocery stores now sell pre-made seaweed salad goma wakame in the deli section. Have it as a side dish. 3. Nori sprinkles furikake. Buy the nori sheets for sushi and crush them up, or buy a jar of furikake, Japanese seaweed seasoning. Sprinkle it on your eggs, rice if you still eat it, or steamed vegetables. It adds salt, umami, and a dose of protective fiber. Aim for a few times a week. Quick pause. If you are finding this video useful and learning something new, please hit that like button so more seniors just like you can see it. It really helps our channel. And hit subscribe. We release powerful health secret videos every single day, and you won't want to miss the next one. Alright, let's get back to food number 3. Item number 3. Shiitake mushrooms. The claim? At number 3, we have Japan's favorite fungus, the shiitake mushroom. Most people eat mushrooms for their flavor, thinking they are just low-calorie filler. But the Japanese have revered them for thousands of years as an elixir of life. And modern science is starting to understand why, especially for diabetes. Research from institutions in Japan and Australia has shown that the polysaccharides, complex sugars, in shiitake mushrooms have powerful immunomodulating and anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of insulin resistance. By lowering inflammation, you're helping your cells listen to insulin again. One specific study looked at the beta-glucans, a type of fiber, in shiitake mushrooms and found they significantly improved glucose metabolism and reduced cholesterol levels, a double win for anyone with metabolic syndrome. The mechanism. Here's where the shiitake's power comes from. 1. Beta-glucans. Similar to seaweed, but a different type of fiber. The beta-glucans in shiitakes form a viscous gel in your gut. This not only slows sugar absorption, but it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. These bacteria then produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, which lower body-wide inflammation and improve your gut lining, preventing inflammatory compounds from leaking into your blood. 2. Iridadenine,
a unique compound found only in shiitake mushrooms, has been shown to significantly lower blood cholesterol levels. This is critically important because diabetics are at a much higher risk for heart disease. Shiitake protects your heart while it protects your blood sugar. The how-to? Don't just eat them sparingly. 1. Cook them. Unlike other mushrooms, shiitakes need to be cooked to release their beneficial compounds and make them digestible. Never eat them raw. 2. How to use. Sauté them with a bit of olive oil and garlic. Add them to your morning eggs, soups, or stir-fries. Their deep umami flavor means you can use less salt. 3. Dried shiitake mushrooms. This is a pro tip. Dried shiitake mushrooms donko are even more concentrated in flavor and some nutrients. Rehydrate them in warm water and then use both the mushroom and the mushroom broth, dashi, in your cooking. Aim for at least 1 to 2 cups per week.
Item number 2, natto, fermented soybeans. The claim. Alright, food number 2 is the one that might make you squirm. It's natto. This is fermented soybeans, and it is an acquired taste. It's sticky, stringy, and has an ammonia-like smell, and most Westerners can't stand it. But the Japanese eat millions of packs of this a day, and it might be one of the single biggest reasons they have such low rates of heart disease and osteoporosis. And now we know it's a powerhouse for diabetes too. The proof. A massive Japanese study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed thousands of people and found that high consumption of fermented soy products, specifically natto, was associated with a significantly lower risk of cardiovascular disease. But what about diabetes? Another study focused on an enzyme in natto, nattokinase, and found that it improves blood flow. This is critical for diabetics, who often suffer from poor circulation in their legs and feet, leading to neuropathy. Natto helps keep your pipes clean. The mechanism. This is where the magic is. Number 1, nattokinase. This is the star enzyme. It's created by the bacteria Bacillus subtilis during fermentation. Nattokinase is an incredibly potent natural blood thinner. It actually dissolves small blood clots, fibrin, in your vessels. For diabetics who have thick, sticky blood, this is a lifesaver, improving circulation to every extremity of your body. Number 2, vitamin K2, MK7. Natto is the richest food source of vitamin K2 on the planet, bar none. We know K2 takes calcium out of your arteries, where it causes plaques, and puts it into your bones. But new research shows K2 also plays a critical role in insulin sensitivity. It appears to help the pancreas produce insulin more efficiently and helps fat cells respond to it better. And number 3, probiotics and fiber. It's a synbiotic. It has both the good bacteria, probiotics, and the food for the bacteria, prebiotic, fiber, in one food. This completely rewires your gut microbiome for the better, reducing inflammation at its very source. And the how-to. How on earth do you eat this? Number 1, find it. It's in the frozen or refrigerated section of Asian grocery stores. It usually comes in little styrofoam packs. Number 2, the traditional prep. The Japanese mix it with the karashi mustard and soy sauce packet that's included. They stir it and stir and stir until it gets very stringy and foamy. This activates the enzymes. Number 3, the stealth method. For a beginner, do not eat it alone. Mix a teaspoon into hot rice. The rice will cut the smell, or mix it into scrambled eggs, or even on a piece of whole grain toast. Number 4, start slow. Try 1 teaspoon, then a tablespoon. Aim for a few times a week. The taste is an adjustment, but the benefits are undeniable.
Item number 1, Saba Japanese mackerel and oily fish. The claim. And now for the number 1 item, the one I teased at the beginning. The food that is revolutionizing how we think about diabetes, and it's something that Japanese eat almost daily. It is oily fish, specifically Saba, also known as Japanese mackerel. If you have been avoiding fatty fish because you think fat is bad, you are missing out on the single most powerful anti-diabetic compound in nature. The proof? This is the shocking proof I mentioned. A study from Kyushu University demonstrated that supplementing with omega-3 rich fish oil, which SABA is loaded with, improved insulin sensitivity in overweight participants in just 12 weeks. 60% of them saw significant improvements. Another study, the Japan Physician Study, followed over 45,000 patients and found that those with a high intake of oily fish had a significantly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It's not just a theory, it's a proven fact in the population. The mechanism. Why is oily fish so powerful? It's a three-pronged attack. 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. This is the main reason. Your body cannot make these. These fats are the most potent anti-inflammatories you can eat. They go into your cell membranes and make them more fluid and responsive. When your cell membranes are rigid from a poor diet, the insulin receptor can't work. Omega-3s soften the cell, allowing insulin to dock and do its job of getting sugar inside. 2. Vitamin D. Oily fish is one of the very few natural food sources of vitamin D. Most people over 60 are deficient, and this deficiency is directly linked to insulin resistance. Vitamin D acts like a hormone to help your pancreas secrete insulin. 3. High-quality protein. SABA is a pure protein source which keeps you full and stabilizes blood sugar. Unlike other proteins, it comes with its own healing dose of omega-3s. The how-to. For maximum benefit, here's how to do it. 1. The dose. Aim for oily fish at least 3 times a week. A serving is the size of your palm. Best fish. SABA macro is king, but wild-caught salmon, sardines in olive oil, herring, and anchovies are also fantastic. Preparation. Do not deep fry it. That destroys the good oils. The best Japanese way is grilled or broiled with a little salt, shioyaki. Canned SABA is also a wonderful, affordable option. Just make sure it's in water or olive oil, not a sugary tomato sauce. Start thinking of oily fish not as a meal, but as an essential medicine. So there you have them, 5 Japanese foods scientifically proven to fight back against diabetes. We have number 5, green tea or matcha to slow sugar absorption after a meal. We have number 4, seaweed, the miracle fiber that creates a gel shield in your gut. We have number 3, shiitake mushrooms to lower inflammation and cholesterol. We have number 2, natto, to clean your arteries with K2 and nattokinase. And number 1, SABA or oily fish, to rebuild your cell membranes and make them sensitive to insulin again. Remember, type 2 diabetes and high blood sugar are not an inevitable part of aging. It is often a consequence of chronic inflammation and nutritional deficiency that these 5 foods can help reverse. The studies prove it. The science backs it. The Japanese have been living it for centuries. Now we want to hear from you. Which food on this list will you try first? Are you brave enough for the natto? Were you avoiding any of these foods, like fatty fish, thinking they were unhealthy? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. Your knowledge might just help another member of our Senior Stop community. Thanks for watching.